Welcome to the final part. I will start from coloring leaves. In the Monarch set which I selected for this page, I have one relatively dark green color, it will be leaf green. And of course I will need at least one lighter shade. And I selected antler because it's slightly similar in hue to the greens which I used on the background, so I thought that they will be looking nice together. Even with this limited amount of dark greens, just one pencil, still I love this pair, and you can also add colors like light bronze to get slightly different shade of green, even more yellowish. So it will be possible to color leaves even with this limited set. And I also added a little bit of this leaf green to the leaves in the inner circle, which I previously colored with a very light green marker. And now I wanted to add more shading to those leaves. At that stage, I was preoccupied that flowers look much more intense comparing to the peacock because of their very vibrant lavender, eggplant and purple colors. So I decided that somehow I need to attract more attention to the peacock. I decided to use a unique color which I won't be using on any other details apart from feathers of peacock. So it will be rusty, and together with a rusty pencil I will be using Aztec Gold, beautiful orange color. I hoped that together they will be able to add some brightness to the feathers, and for the remaining feathers, decorative feathers near the base of the tail, maybe it's a um, wing of the peacock. So there I decided to use the same colors which I used for the inner parts on the feathers of the tail, but with much more intensity, using navy blue as the most intense and vibrant colors, but also color like opal also looks very intense, and I hoped that it definitely will help to attract more attention to the peacock and to turn it into the focal point of the page. Honestly, I was very happy how pencils behaved on this paper. Of course, I didn't made any heavy shading, I didn't do any complicated layering. Mostly I colored everything with maximum 2 layers, but I would say that on the flowers pencils were able to create nice color gradients from dark to light color. Also, I was pretty pleased with the color combos which I was able to get from these pencils. You can use dark and a light color together, or you can find three colors to create even a longer gradient like light color, mid-tone and a very dark color. So I would say that this set is quite versatile. Of course, color palette is limited, but for many and many subjects it would be very suitable. And as I said, I really loved how pencils behaved on this paper. And I love how they behaved on top of the layer of alcohol-based markers. Now, let me tell you the final part of the story about my attempts to learn languages, and this time it will be about French. For a long time, I really loved French language because I love French songs, French literature, and I simply love how French language sounds. But I realized that with such a difficult pronunciation, it would be really very difficult to learn it by myself. And you know what was the final point when I finally decided that I definitely have to learn at least basic phrases in French? I visited France and I was in beautiful city of Saint-Malo. I think that it's quite famous and I really enjoyed architecture, but I also enjoyed to test sweets and I wanted to try their famous ice cream with salted caramel. My only problem was that the salesman was quite sweet, but unfortunately he spoke only French and it wasn't possible to explain in English what exactly I want to purchase. So, after several minutes of attempting to explain that actually I want two scoops of ice cream and to put them into a waffle cone, I ended with just one taste of ice cream and in paper cup. And after that, I realized that from that moment, I don't want to feel myself like a total idiot, and that at least I need to learn basic phrases in French also. And I did exactly what I did with Italian. I tried to learn grammar first using textbooks, then it was much easier already to find actual films, modern films which were with subtitles. So again, I tried to learn uh, words, I tried to learn useful phrases, and now it will be a story how actually French really was helpful. It's not very happy story. One of my last visits in France, actually the same time when I got my first coloring books, it was a very hot summer and I arrived in Paris after quite and difficult flight. I had a lot of baggage with me because I went to the conference and I had a lot of baggage. It was heavy and I was exhausted and I didn't feel myself quite good. But unfortunately, I arrived at night and already in the evening I had my first meeting. So I went to that meeting and half the way and I used Paris metro, I felt myself really not good. People around were very caring, very kind to me. They called ambulance. As usual, my medical insurance was somewhere in the hotel in my bag. I didn't took it with myself, so I was a little bit nervous about this fact. But everyone was very supportive, and medics from ambulance also were very kind. But again, almost everyone they spoke only French, so I was really very grateful that at least a basic phrases I was able to say to communicate and to understand exactly what was the problem. I realized that actually, after watching several medical TV series in French, now I was able to understand medics in the hospital and terms like low blood pressure and similar things. So, again, it was really very helpful because I was by myself in Paris. I wasn't able to call someone for help and I had to resolve my problems by myself. Now I constantly berate myself that all this free time which now I have due to the lockdown and that I can save time which previously I spent for traveling from home to the office and now I can use this time more productively in improving languages and instead I use it mostly for coloring. But coloring is my guilty pleasure, so I don't think that I will be able to refuse from coloring even if I do enjoy learning languages. I hope that I managed to tell you something fun about myself. I thank you for listening and for watching, and I hope that you will like the final look of the peacock. I am totally in love with this book, and together with this video, I will publish a quick flip through of all the designs from the book. Thanks for watching, and until the next videos.